Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Future I. Dear students, in this class I am going to explain 30 most important multiple choice questions from the chapter Triangles. Before going to start the class, there is a request from my side. If you have not subscribed for my channel, kindly subscribe and share the video. Move on to the question. First one, circles of same radii are always similar, congruent, unequal, both similar and congruent. Children, very simple question it is, but most of the students commit mistake. So to answer for this question, let me explain the concept of congruent and similar. Look at here. Figures having the same shape and same size are called congruent figures. Let me take example. Here I have taken two circles of same radii 2 cm. Now as you look at these figures, both are having the same shape and same size. Hence, these figures are called congruent figures. Mind it, to become congruent, they must have same shape and same size. Next, two figures having the same shape but different size are called similar figures. Let me take example. Here I have taken two circles. In the first circle, radius is 2 cm and in the second circle, radius is 1 cm. Now, observe these two figures properly. Both are having same shape but different in size. Hence, these kind of figures are called similar figures. Mind it, to become similar, they must have same shape but different in size. After understanding about these two statements, if you go for answering this question, definitely you will commit mistake. After understanding these two statements, you must understand another statement, that is, all congruent figures are similar, but similar figures are not congruent. This statement gives correct answer for this question. Now understand the question. Circles of same radii. If circles are having the same radii, they must congruent figures. But look at the third statement. Congruent figures are always similar. Hence, for this question, correct answer is option D. That is, both similar and congruent. Next, move on to the another one. In triangle XYZ, angle X is 60 degree, angle Y is 50 degree. If triangle XYZ similar to triangle PQR, then the value of angle R is 40 degree, 80 degree, 110 degree, 70 degree. Children, to make you to understand this one, first let me draw the two similar triangles. First I have taken triangle XYZ. In that, angle X is 60 degree, angle Y is 50 degree. Let me take another triangle PQR. In this triangle, we need to find the value of angle R. But in second triangle, we don't know the measurement of other two triangles, namely this P and Q. Hence, finding R is highly impossible. But in the problem, they clearly said that these two are similar triangles. And mind it, in similar triangle, corresponding angles are equal. Means X will be equal to P and y will be equal to q. Similarly, z will be equal to r. Hence, to find r value, first find the z value. So for that, let me use the concept of angle sum property of triangle. I am adding all three angles of the first triangle. Hence, 60 plus 50 plus z equals to 180 degree. Now find the sum of 60 and 50. We get 110 degree. 110 degree transfer this side. We get 180 minus 110. Subtract these two. We get 70 degree. Now z is 70 degree. Therefore, r also will be 70 degree. Hence, correct option is D. Children, it is the perfect way of solving the problem. This problem mentally you can be solved just like this. Look at the problem here. X equals to P, Y equals to Q. Now X plus Y sum is 110. Then definitely Z will be 70 degree. When Z is 70 degree, R also will be 70 degree. So this is a way of calculation can be done in your mind. Move on to the next one. If in triangle ABC and triangle DEF, AB by DE equals to BC by FD, then they will be similar if angle B equals to angle E, angle A equals to angle D, angle B equals to angle D, angle A equals to angle F. Understand the problem clearly, children. So they are talking about two triangles. So hence let me take two triangles, ABC and DEF, and these two pair of sides are equal in proportion. I mean, let me mark in the figures. So AB by DE and BC by DF. This. So these two pair of corresponding sides are proportional. Now, to become these two triangles, which angles should be equal? So, now we have to remember SAS similarity criteria. According to SAS similarity criteria, angles must be included. Means in these two sides, included angle is B, and in these two sides, included angle is D. Therefore, angle B if is equals to angle D, then these two triangles will become similar. Therefore, correct option is C. Angle B equals to angle D. Next problem. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Children, as I am reading this statement, you would have come to know this statement is related to which theorem? The options are Thales theorem, converse of Thales theorem, corollary of Thales theorem, Pythagoras theorem. So definitely the answer is A, Thales theorem. But here I wanted to make you to clear about converse of Thales theorem, corollary of Thales theorem, as well as Pythagoras theorem, because these three concepts also helpful to you to solve upcoming multiple choice questions. First, let me talk about Thales theorem itself. So it is a figure related to Thales theorem. So in this theorem, we have proved this. AD by DB equals to AE by EC. Means when we draw DE parallel to BC, this DE divides AB and AC by AD by DB equals to AE by CE. But converse of Thales theorem means, see, first let me give the statement here, children. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to third side. So what is the statement? This statement is just reverse of the Thales theorem. So in the Thales theorem, when we draw DE parallel to BC, this we have proved. But in converse of Thales theorem, when it is happening, means when a line is divided two sides like AD by DB equals to AE by EC, then the line which is dividing these two sides in the same ratio, that line will be parallel to BC. This is the converse of Thales theorem. Means it is just reverse of the Thales theorem. Next, let us understand about corollary of Thales theorem. Very important this one, children. See, with the help of Thales theorem, we can be proved another two proofs. Among that, first one is this: AB by AD equals to AC by AE. If you look at this, you may not understand anything, but take the help of the figure. See, AB means this full side by only this AD, and next this side AC full side and AE this. This also can be proved with the help of Thales theorem only. And another proof that is the second one. This is also called corollary of Thales theorem. That is this full AB by, see, first we have taken first half. Now we have to take bottom part, means this BD equals to AC by EC. This is the second proof which can be proved with the help of Thales theorem. Hence, these two are called corollary of Thales theorem. Very important. It helps in solving many multiple choice questions. Next, let us move on to the Pythagoras theorem. Very familiar theorem. You all must be knowing it. A right triangle, square of hypotenuse is equals to sum of squares of other two sides. Next, let us move on to the another one. So very simple one. Try to answer yourself this one here. So, a straight line drawn parallel to the side of a triangle divides the other two sides proportionally. This statement was enunciated by. Children, first understand the statement. This statement is just looks like a Thales theorem statement. So the statement was enunciated by Thales or Pythagoras or Baudhayana or Apollonius. So correct option is, that is Thales only. So Thales theorem in short way we can be said like this also. Next, move on to the another one. In triangle ABC, XY is parallel to BC. See, in a triangle, whenever we are applying a line which is parallel to the third side, there you have to use Thales concept itself, children. And here AY by CY equals to 1 by 2 and AX equals to 4, then BX is. It is the given figure. As I said clearly in the problem, XY is parallel to BC. Options are 6, 7, 5, 8. Now we have to use Thales concept. So apply Thales for this figure. We can write like this: AX by BX. This AX by BX is equals to AY by CY. Now substitute the values, children. See, AX value is 4 and in the place of AY by CY we can directly write 1 by 2. Now do the cross multiplication. 4 2s are 8 and BX into 1 is BX itself. Therefore, the correct option is 8. That is option number D. Move on to the next one, and this is quite difficult one, so try to understand. In the figure, EF is parallel to CA and FG is parallel to AB. Then DE by CE equals to DG by GB, GB by DG, AF by DF, AB by AD. See first which parallel sides they are talking. EF parallel to CA. Observe that where it is. See, EF is parallel to AC, means this is parallel to this triangle which I shaded in green color, ADC triangle. Now for ADC triangle, apply Thales concept. How can you apply? We can apply like, see, you have to view in this direction, children. So now DE by CE and DF by FA, isn't it? So now I have written this. But after writing this, we have not got the option, this one, in our answer. So this option is not there at all. Hence, the second pair, I mean, they are talking about second parallel side. Identify that in the figure. I mean, that is belongs to this triangle. See, this is parallel to this. Now apply tails concept for this. Now we can write like this: df by fa, dg by gb, isn't it? So this, I mean, in both the things I have applied tails concept on. Now see here in the first one, here df by ef there. In the second option, df by af or fa, both are same. This is equals to dg by gb. Hence this, I mean, this I can replace by this. This is what I mean, this gives the exact answer for us. So de by ce equals to dg by gb. Where it is? So it is option number A. So quite confusing one. So you practice well, you will get it. So next move on to the another one. So in the given figure, xy parallel to BC and xz parallel to AC, then AX by AB equals to, options are xz by AB, xy by AC, cz by BC, dz by BC also. Children, it are also quite difficult one, so understand properly. Here also they are talking about two parallel sides, but I'll take the help of only second parallel side, children. I mean this xz is parallel to AC. Now view the figure in this direction, and now which concept we have to use, that is very important. See, look at here, AX by AB. So AX by AB, where it is, this is AX and AB means this full. Now which concept you will use, tails or corollary of tails? Exactly wanted to use corollary of tails, and in corollary of tails let us use the second one, AB by DB, this full, AB by DB, this one. So if you view in this direction, we can write like AB by AX and here BC by CZ. So this one I am writing here BA by AX and BC by CZ. So after this, see actually in this, which ratio they given. In that AX is in numerator, AB is in denominator. But here what we have got, in that AB is in numerator and AX is in denominator. Hence this full ratio, write it in reverse way. I mean exchange numerator and denominator for both. I mean for left hand as well as for right hand side. So we get this. Now I hope you got the answer. So our answer is CZ by BC. Now option C is correct. So this quite confusing. So practice well, you'll get it. Next let us move on to the another one. In the given figure, if DE parallel to BC, then the value of X is 4, 1, 3, 2. And the values they have not mentioned in the problem, but if you observe the figure, in the figure they have given x plus 3, 3x plus 19, x as well as 3x plus 4. Now which concept you will use? So AD by BD, AE by EC, this definitely belongs to tails concept. Hence let us use tails theorem. So we can write like this. Now substitute the values. So we get this. AD values x plus 3, DB values 3x plus 19, AE values x, EC values 3x plus 4. Now let us do the cross multiplication. Multiply these two and these two. We get this. Next we have to multiply these things. X into 3x is 3x square. 3 into 4 is, first let me multiply x into 4. So we get 4x. Yeah. So 3 multiplied to 3x, we get 9x. Again 3 multiplied to 4, we get 12. Next similarly here, 3x into x is 3x square. and 19 into x is 19x. So now we have multiplied, and here let us simplify. 3x square and 3x square will get cancelled. Now add these to 4x plus 9x is 13x, and remaining things you write as this. Now 13x you transfer this side, we get 19 minus 13x. Subtract these two, we get 12x. 12 is equals to 6x. And here we can cancel these two. If you transfer 6 this side, it becomes to denominator, and 6 ones are and 6 twos are. Therefore, x is equals to 2. This is the correct answer. Hence, our answer is option D. Move on to the next one. In trapezium ABCD, AB parallel to DC and the diagonals intersect at O, then OD by OC is equals to. Options are AB by CD, OB by OA, OC by OD, AC by BD. Children, figure is not given, but you want to draw the suitable figure. So let me take a trapezium ABCD, and in the as they said diagonals are intersecting at O. Now see what we wanted to show. Here they asked about OD by OC. OD is here, but OC is here. So little it confuses. Hence, what you want to do is, see here two triangles are there. See, those who practice these kind of the problems, definitely those students will get it these kind of problems. We can show these two triangles are similar, children. Means DOC and BOA. Why? Because see here, this angle is equals to this angle because alternate interior angles, and this angle equals to this angle, alternate interior angles. Hence, according to AA similarity criterion, these two triangles are similar. And you know that when triangles are similar, all its corresponding sides are in proportional. Now, which are the corresponding sides? See, corresponding sides are this OD by OB and OC by OA. These are the things. See, OD by OB is equals to OC by OA. Now, if you observe these ratios, you will be in confusion because here they given OD by OC, but here we have got OD by OB. Why they have given here OD by OC? That is just make you to confuse. So this OC here, there no, this OC you just transfer this side. This becomes to denominator, and this OB which is there in denominator, transfer this side, it goes to numerator. Finally we get this. This OD by OC equals to OB by OE. Now see left hand side we have OD by OC. So OD by OC equals to which one? OB by OA. That is option B is correct. Next move on to the another one. In the adjoining figure, triangle ABC similar to triangle AMN. The ratio of sides AN and AC is 2:5. Then MN is to BC is 5:2, 2:5, 1:2, 2:3. Children, understand the problem first. Very simple problem. Here they are talking about these two triangles ABC. ABC means this full triangle, children. This full triangle. This full triangle. So AMN means only this triangle. Only this part. This triangle. These two triangles are similar. Now they are talking about the ratios AN and AC. Means this is AN and AC means this full. So these two ratio is 2:5. Now which one we wanted to find? We wanted to find that MN. MN means this. MN and BC ratio. How can you find that? See, when two triangles are similar, all its corresponding sides are proportional. This is a basic concept when we are learning about similarity of the triangles we learned. If two triangles are similar, then its all corresponding sides are proportional and all corresponding angles are equal. Now, AM is to BC will be equal to 2:5 itself. So why? Because these corresponding sides are proportional. See, AN by AC means this AN by this full AC, next AM by AB, this AM by and this full, and finally MN by BC, this. So this ratio is given, AN by AC ratio, that is 2 is to how much? 5. Therefore MN by BC also will be 2 is to 5 itself, that is B. Option B is correct answer. Next, let us move on to the another problem. In the given figure, AB is parallel to PQ. If PQ equals to 1.5 centimeter, means this PQ is 1.5 centimeter, QC is 2 centimeter, BQ is 8 centimeter, then measure of AB. This measurement they are asking. So given options are 10 centimeter, 7.5 centimeter, 9.5 centimeter, 3.5 centimeter. Now which concept you will use? So here also we have to use similarity of triangle concept. See here. Now we have to compare these two triangles, ABC triangle, this full triangle, this full triangle, as well as this smaller triangle PQC. These triangles we have to compare. So how to compare? You learn that. See, this is perpendicular, means this angle is 90 degree, this angle also 90 degree, and C is common for both the triangles. Hence, according to AA similarity criteria, these two triangles are what? These two triangles are similar. When triangles are similar, all its corresponding sides are proportional. I hope you got it why these two triangles are similar, children. This you wanted to understand very well because I used AA similarity criteria. Now let me take corresponding sides. See which is helpful for us. I am taking that. So AB by PQ and BC by QC. I am taking. Now let us substitute the values, children. Actually we wanted to find AB only, hence in the place of AB let it be AB. But PQ value is given here 1.5. BC value is not given, but QC value is given and BQ value also given. Add these two, and CQ value they have given, that is 2 itself. See this. I hope you got it, this one. Why I have written 8 plus 2. 8 is BQ value, children, and the QC value is 2. Now we get this. We added 8 plus 2, we have got 10. Now let us do the cross multiplication. Yeah. So here do the cross multiplication, children. Directly if you do cross multiplication, you will get it here. So 1.5 into 10 is, that is 15. And AB by 2 means 2 AB we get. Later on that 2 if you transfer this side, we get in denominators. Now simplify 2 1s are 2 and 2 7s are 14. 1 remainder put, point take 0, 10 will be there, 7.5. So answer is 7.5 centimeter. Next let us move on to another question. So 13th one. So same type of the question, children, which we solved last one. At a certain time of the day, a man 6 feet tall casts his shadow 8 feet long. Then the length of the shadow cast by a building 45 feet high at the same time, which is next to the man, is 60 feet, 45 feet, 48 feet, 90 feet. So for this figure is not given, children, but drawing the figure is very important. To draw the figure, you have to understand the problem. See, understand the problem first. At certain time of a day, at one particular time in a day, a man height is 6 feet. His shadow is 8 feet long. At the same time, there is a building next to him. Building height is 45 feet. And what would be its shadow length? That we wanted to find. So for that figure is this. See, PQ is man and he is casting 8 feet shadow. So AB is building. It is casting the shadow of BC. So that length only we wanted to find. So as I said in the last multiple choice question, I mean 12th one, these two angles will be 90 degree and C is common angle for both the triangles. Hence, according to AA similarity criteria, these two triangles are similar. Now you think, children, which corresponding sides you will consider. So you wanted to consider AB by this, AB by PQ, because these measurements they have given, and BC you wanted to find, hence BC by QC you take this. Now let us substitute the values. So AB is 45, PQ is 6, BC we wanted to find, CQ is 8. Hence let us do the cross multiplication, children. So this denominator 8 you just transfer this side, we get 45 into 8 by 6. Now let us simplify this. 3 2s are 6 and 3 15s are 45, and again 2 1s are and 2 4s are. So we get 15 4s are 60. So correct option is option number A, 60 feet. Move on to the another one. Diagonals of a trapezium PQRS intersect each other at the point O. PQ parallel to RS and PQ equals to 3 times of RS, then the ratio of areas of triangle POQ and triangle ROS is. Options are 1:9, 9:1, 3:1, 1:3. So for this you wanted to draw a suitable figure, children. So here I have taken a trapezium PQRS. So in this trapezium, so PQ, this PQ is parallel to RS and PQ is equals to 3 times of RS they are saying. Okay, next what we wanted to find? We wanted to find triangle POQ and triangle ROS. Now where these triangles are located, you just identify that POQ is here and ROS is here. So earlier in one multiple choice question I said these two triangles will be similar according to AA similarity criteria, isn't it? So when these two triangles are similar, all its corresponding sides will be proportional. So before using that, so see this they have given. So let me transfer this RS this side, children. So if I transfer RS that side, I'll get PQ by RS is equals to 3 by 1. This ratio I have got. This is one pair of corresponding sides ratio among these triangles, isn't it? PQ is here and RS is here. These two ratio now we have found, that is 3:1. Now actually what we wanted to find, we wanted to find area of triangle POQ and area of triangle ROS. Now which concept you will use? You wanted to use theorem which is based on similar triangles. I mean the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of ratio of their corresponding sides. So one corresponding ratio we have come to know that. So according to this theorem, area will be square of the corresponding sides. Means area of POQ by area of ROS is equals to which side we know. I am making square of that PQ by RS whole square. So PQ by RS value we have found here 3 by 1. So in this place we substitute 3 by 1. Now 3 square means 9, 1 square means 1 itself. So 9 by 1. So this is in division form, write it in ratio form, we get option B is correct one. Next let us move on to the another one. Sides of two similar triangles are in the ratio 4:9. Then areas of these triangles are in the ratio 2:3, 4:9, 81:16, 16:81. Children, this problem also based on areas of similar triangles only. Means last multiple choice question how we solved, I mean on the concept of what we solved, on the same concept we have to solve. But see here what they have given, that we try to understand. Sides, they are giving ratio of sides of two similar triangles is 4:9. Children, keep it in your mind when they have given sides and asking to find the ratio of areas, you have to make the square of the ratios. I repeat again, children, in this problem side ratio is given and asking to find areas ratio. Hence, you have to make square of 4:9. So this theorem concept only we are using. So area of POQ by area of ROS. So just to make you to understand, I have taken POQ by ROS, that's all. So PQ by RS, let me take 4:9 as these values. So let me substitute in that. 4/9 whole square, 4 square means 16 and 9 square means 81. So 16/81 gives 16:81. So that is the correct option. So option number D. Children, no need to do all these things in one shot. Directly you can answer if you keep it the thing what I said. I repeat again, see, when sides ratio given and asking to find areas ratio, you make the square of this, that's all. So 4 square means 16 and 9 square means 81. And see the next question. It is converse of this problem. The areas of two similar triangles are respectively 9 cm square and 16 cm square. The ratio of their corresponding sides is 3:4, 4:3, 2:3, 4:5. See, in this problem, area is given, that is 9 and 16. We have to find the ratio of corresponding sides. When area is given and asking to find the sides ratio, you have to find the root of these numbers, root of 9 and root of 16. So root of 9 is what? 3. Where is 3? 3 is here. Root of 16 is what? 4. So option A is correct. See, without calculation we have done. I repeat again, children, when sides ratio given and asking to find area ratio, make square. When areas values given and asking to find the ratio of sides, find the square root, that's all. So same theorem statement only we are using. Just to make you to understand, I have taken triangles as POQ and ROS and corresponding side as PQ by RS. So area given. So hence what I have substituted here, 9/60. That is what they given in the problem. Now it is in the form of square. This also we have to express in terms of square. So 9 I can write it as 3 square and 16 I can write it as 4 square. So here squares are there. When squares are, when powers are equal, bases will be equal. I repeat again, when powers are equal, here powers are 2 there. When powers are equal, so bases will be equal. Therefore, 3/4 is correct answer. So 3/4 is nothing but 3:4. So that is option A. Move on to the next one, children. In triangle ABC, similar to triangle DEF, if angle A equals to angle D, angle B equals to angle E, then area of ABC by area of DEF is equals to AC square by DF square, AB square by DF square, AC square by EF square, BC square by DE square. So to make you to understand, let me draw two similar triangles, namely ABC by DEF. In this, A is equals to D and B is equals to E. So now these two triangles are similar under AA similarity criteria. Now which are the corresponding sides? Corresponding sides very easily we can understand. AB by DE, BC by EF and AC by DF1. Now look at the options. AC by DF square, AC by DF is there. So AC by DF, yes. AC by DF. So AC square by DF square. So first one only the correct option. So no need to go for the other things. First one only correct. If you want, you check only for B1. See AB by DF there. So here AB is this. So DF is this. No, AB and DF are not corresponding sides. So remaining 2 also will be like this itself. So no need to check for that. Next, let us move on to the another one. 18th one. If the ratio of the corresponding sides of two similar triangles is 2:3, then the ratio of their corresponding altitude. Very important, children. Options are 3:2, 16:81, 4:9, 2:3. See, if you want, you read the question one more time. It looks like the theorem of areas of similar triangles, but somewhere little difference is there. See, if the ratio of corresponding sides of two similar triangles is 2:3, then the ratio of their corresponding altitude. They are talking about altitude, not about corresponding sides. See, altitude means, let me make you to understand here. So I have taken two similar triangles ABC and DEF. So here AM and DN are altitudes. So altitude means a perpendicular line drawn from vertex to its opposite side. Perpendicular line means it has to make 90-degree angle. Here a perpendicular drawn from a vertex to its opposite side. Hence AM is perpendicular and here DN is also perpendicular. Now a ratio of corresponding sides given. Corresponding sides ratio is given, that is 2:3. Then the ratio of corresponding altitude. So what is our theorem statement is the ratio of areas of two similar triangles is equals to squares of ratio of their corresponding sides. Here they talked only about corresponding sides, but they have not talked about corresponding altitudes. But the important thing is, you know what? So it will be equal to corresponding altitudes also. So this is the statement. The ratio of areas of similar triangles is equal to square of ratio of their corresponding altitudes also. Not only corresponding sides. It also will be equal to square of corresponding altitudes. So here corresponding sides ratio will be what? In the same ratio, altitude will be 2. So here 2:3 there, and here also it will be equal to 2:3. So option is D, 2:3. Move on to the next one. In XYZ, that you have to understand, XYZ is a triangle. If xy square minus yz square equals to xz square, then the hypotenuse, if they are using the word hypotenuse, it's related to right angle triangle. And right angled vertex are xz and angle x, xy and angle z, yz and angle x, yz and angle y. Understand the problem, children, here. So this is a given condition. And what we wanted to identify, the hypotenuse and right angle vertex. So for that, see, this thing I can write like this. So what I did is, this yz square I transfer this side. So it has become as plus. Now it is looking like Pythagoras proof, isn't it? So for that, see, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse. So this will be hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides. Which are the other two sides? These are the other two sides. So here hypotenuse is equals to sum of other two sides. Now you have to draw proper figure for this. So xy is what? Hypotenuse. Draw a right triangle. I have drawn here right triangle. In this, xy is hypotenuse, because the square of one side is equals to, the square of hypotenuse is equals to the sum of squares of other two sides. Hence this side is xy, x and y. So and another vertex will be definitely z. Now you identify in this which is hypotenuse. So xy is the hypotenuse, which is the right angle vertex, that is z. So x, y and z, x, y and z is here. So option B is correct. Move on to the next one, children. The length of altitude of an equilateral triangle of side 8 centimeter. Options are root 3, 2 root 3, 3 root 3, 4 root 3. Simple problem. What we have to find here is length of altitude, means length of height of equilateral triangle whose side is 8 centimeter. So to answer for this question, you must be knowing the height finding formula of equilateral triangle. That's very important. And here I am mentioning both the formulas, area formula as well as altitude formula. Both you keep it in the mind. So area formula is root 3 by 4 a square. So here a means length of side. In equilateral triangle all sides will be equal. So altitude means height finding formula is a root 3 by 2. Now for this problem, use this formula, a root 3 by 2. In the place of a, so what is the side measurement here? 8. Hence substitute 8 here. So you substituted 8 here. Let me simplify this. 2 ones and 2 fours. So answer is 4 root 3. Option D is correct one. Yes. Move on to the next one, children. Area of an equilateral triangle with side length A is equals to. So option A root 3 by 2A. Option B root 3 by 2A square. Root 3 by 4A square. Root 3 by 4A. Just now I have said area of equilateral triangle finding formula, that is this root 3 by 4A square. So where is this? Root 3 by 4A square. Option C is correct one. Children, I am repeating again, these two formulas are very important. Note it down and by heart this very well. So area of equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4A square. Altitude is a root 3 by 2. If you know these two formulas, you can answer for areas as well as to find height of equilateral triangle. Next, let us move on to another one. In the triangle ABC, angle ABC equals to 90 degree. The correct statement among the following is, these are the given options. AB square equals to AC square plus BC square. AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. BC square equals to AB square plus AC square. BC square equals to AB square minus AC square. See, as you look at this problem, you have to decide it. This is related to Pythagoras concept because ABC equals to 90 degree, and look at the options. All options are in the form of square, isn't it? Hence, let me draw a ABC right triangle. I have drawn and use Pythagoras concept now. What is Pythagoras theorem statement? A right triangle square of the hypotenuse, which is hypotenuse AC square. There is AC square in our option, hypotenuse square. So that is only in option B. So remaining two sides means AB square plus BC square. Yes, this is only the option. No need to go for other options. Directly we can write off. This is the answer. Move on to the next one. In triangle PQR, angle PQR equals to 90 degree. The correct relation with respect to triangle PQR, same as the last one. These are the given options. Which triangle you have to draw now? Triangle PQR with which angle Q equals to 90 degree. This here I have drawn triangle PQR, angle Q equals to 90 degree. So PR square, PR square. Where is PR square? PR square is here, but here subtraction symbol there, so it cannot be. This cannot be. And come to the C1. So PR square is equals to PQ square plus QR square. So this is the correct option. No need to go for these two. If you want, you check it. So correct option is D. Move on to the next one. Next question. The measures, and here you add it as measure, does not, children, here does not. You add it as measures, does not. Representing the sides of right angle triangle are. So 9, 15, 12, 7, 24, 25, 3, 8, 6, 13, 12, 5. See, understand the problem. They are asking which measurement is not related to right angle triangle. I mean which measurement does not form the right angle triangle. So for that what you want to do is identify the greater one here. In each pair of sides identify the greater one. Here 15 there. So 15 square means we will get it as 225. Now find the square of other two sides. So 9 square means 81 and 12 square means 144. So now 81 add to 144, you will get 225. So definitely it forms right angle triangle. So similarly, so here 25 is greater one. Find 25 square. So we get that 625. So 7 square means 49. So 24 square means 576. Now 49 add to 576, definitely it gives 625. So similarly find for C as well as for D. So option A gives right angle triangle, option B also gives right angle triangle, and option D also gives right angle triangle. But option C never gives right angle triangle. Hence correct option is option number C, not option D, children. Scratch this. So correct option is option number C. Next move on to the another one. It is quite difficult, children. So in the following figure, angle ABC equals to 90 degree, BD is perpendicular to AC, AD is equals to 8, CD equals to 2, then the length of BD. So if you look at the figure, you will come to know that AD is 8, CD is 2, we have to find BD length. So options are 4, 8, 16 and 10. So easy way is, so here there are three right triangles. First is this triangle ABC, this main triangle there. So first apply Pythagoras concept for that. So I'll get this. So correct option is 4. So but how we got 4? So let me explain here. So AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Hence AC is hypotenuse, which equals to AB square plus BC square. Now substitute the values. So AC value is 8 plus 2 is 10. So 100. So 100 is equals to AB square plus BC square and call it as equation number 1. Similarly, so apply for ADB triangle, for this triangle. ADB triangle. For this triangle, if you apply Pythagoras concept, so we get this. AB square equals to AD square plus BD square. So AD value we know that. So substitute 8 square. So we get 64. And this you call it as equation number 2. So similarly for BDC triangle, this BDC triangle, apply Pythagoras concept. This is 90 degree. So hypotenuse is BC. So BC square is equals to remaining two sides square. So BD square and CD square. So this is CD square plus BD square. And in this CD measurement we know this. So if you substitute to that 2 square means which is 4. So this is, call it as equation number 3. Now look at the equation number 1. So here AB square there. In the place of AB square we can substitute this 64 by BD square because it is AB square value. Similarly in the place of BC square, so BC square value is this. You can substitute this. So I substituted here. So 100 is equals to these things. So now, so 64 add to 4, we get 68. BD square plus BD square is 2 times of BD square. 68 you transfer this side, children. So we get 100 minus 68. So 100 minus 68 means that is 32. Now this 2 you transfer this side. So it becomes to denominator. So 2 ones are and 2 16s are 32. So BD square is equals to 16. So square transfer that side, it will become root 16. So root 16 has exact value, that is 4. So BD equals to 4. So correct answer is option A. Children, this is quite difficult one. So practice very well this. So move on to the next one. So in ABC, angle ABC equals 90 degree, BD is perpendicular AC, BD equals to 8 centimeter, AD equals to 4 centimeter, then the length of CD is 16, 4, 64, 12. So this is the given figure, children. So this problem also similar to the last one. but let me do it in an easy one, this one. So to solve this problem and to find the length of CD, we have to use this theorem statement. So if a perpendicular drawn from vertex of right angle of a right triangle to hypotenuse, then triangle on both the sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and to each other. So even Pythagoras theorem also we proved on this theorem statement itself. What they are saying here is, in right angle triangle, from right angle vertex to hypotenuse, if we drawn a perpendicular, another two triangles will be formed. So these two triangles will be similar to ABC triangle as well as similar to each other, means this one. So in our textbook they have given this figure. So in triangle ABC, angle B equals to 90 degree. I mean this is 90 degree. From that we have drawn this perpendicular. Hence these three we will get. Triangle ADB means ADB is similar to main triangle ABC, and again BDC. BDC is similar to main triangle ABC, as well as these two triangles also will be similar. On the basis of this last one, we are solving this problem. This one, these two triangles will be similar. So here also these two triangles will be similar. So both the figures are same, but this figure little they rotated, that's all. Now when these two triangles are similar, so all corresponding sides will be in same ratio, isn't it? Hence I am taking this one, BD by CD. This BD, where is BD? BD by CD and AD by BB. This. Now substitute the values. So BD value is how much? BD is 8. CD value, we wanted to find CD, let it be as it is, and AD value is 4, and DB value is 8 itself. BD or DB both are same. So I substituted values. Now this, let us do the cross multiplication, children, and simplify. So we get CD equals to 8 into 8 by 4. So 4 1s and 4 2s. So 8 2s 16 we will get. So correct option is option number A. Children, this 26th problem and 25th problem are quite difficult. You must practice. So practice very well. Next, let us move on to the another one. So the length of the diagonal of square of side 12 centimeter is 5 root 2, 144, 24, 12 root 2 centimeter. So this we can be solved by using Pythagoras concept, or else by using formula also we can be solved. So both the methods I'll explain. So my suggestion is use the formula. So diagonal of square finding formula is, so before that I have drawn a suitable figure here. I have taken ABCD is square, I have taken diagonal here, and measurement I have mentioned here. So all sides in a square will be 12 centimeter. So let me take a formula now. Diagonal of a square is root 2a. So a means it is the length of square, length of one side of square. So in the place of a, let me substitute 12, children. So now multiply root 2 into 12 is 12 root 2. So this is the correct answer. Means option D is the correct answer. So if you want to use Pythagoras concept, is use that also. So for ABC triangle, only for this triangle use. So hypotenuse is AC. So AC square is equals to AB square plus BC square. Now substitute the values. So 12 square plus 12 square. So 12 square is 144. This 12 square is 144. So 144 plus 144 is 288. Now find the root of 288 because we are square there. No square transfer. This side it will become root 88. So 288 we can split it as 144 into 2. So root 144 has exact value, that is root 12. So 12 root 2 we get the answer. So this, see which is the simplest one. So if we use the formula, easily we will get out. So next let us move on to the another one. The length of the diagonals of rhombus are 24 centimeter and 32 centimeter. The perimeter of the rhombus is 18 centimeter, 80 centimeter, 56 centimeter, 28 centimeter. So let me draw the suitable figure. So I have to draw a rhombus and its diagonal measurements they have given. So I have taken ABCD is a rhombus, and this diagonal measurement is 32 centimeter, and this diagonal measurement I have taken 24 centimeter. And you must be knowing it, the property of rhombus, one very important property that in rhombus diagonals are bisect each other at right angles. Means if AC measurement is 32 means AO will be 16 and OC will be 16. And if this full is 24 means this will be 12 and this will be 12. Now it has become 12 and it has become 16. This is 12. Now AOB is right angle triangle. I'll repeat again that property. In rhombus, diagonals are bisect each other at right angles. Means it will be 90 degree. We can apply Pythagoras concept. Hypotenuse is AB. So AB square is equal to other two sides are AO square plus BO square. Substitute the values now. So AO is 16. So 16 square, BO is 12 square. 16 square means 256, 12 square means 144. Add these two, we get 400. So root 400 means it gives 20 centimeter. This is AB value. This value is 20 centimeter. Why we have found AB value means in rhombus all sides will be equal. This side also 20, this side also 20, this side also 20. Hence 20 add 4 times, otherwise 20 multiplied to 4. So we get 80 centimeter. Means B. Option B is correct one. Move on to the next one. Sunil goes 24 meter due west, then 7 meter due north. How far is he from starting point? For this problem, you must be knowing the directions very well that you learned in your social. So given options are 26, 23, 27, 25. First draw the directions and let me start going from here onwards. Okay, first what he is doing, 24 meter he went towards west. So west is this side. So 24 centimeter he walked. Next, then 7 meter due north. Next he turned towards north and he walked 7 meter. So 24 meter means here this value is 24 and this value is 7. Now how far is he from the starting point? This was his starting point. From here how much far is, hence you have to join this. AO you wanted to join, and definitely it makes 90 degree angle. So hence you wanted to use Pythagoras concept here. So let me apply Pythagoras concept for that. Hypotenuse is AO square, hence AO square equals AB square plus BO square. AB means this 7 square. BO is 24 square. So 7 square means 49. 24 square means 576. 49 plus 576 is 625. Root 625 means we get 25 meter. So he is 25 meter away from the starting point. Hence correct option is D. Next let us move on to the another one and last problem. A ladder 10 centimeter long. Use meter children, not a centimeter it is. A ladder 10 meter long reaches a window 8 centimeter. This is also meter children, not centimeter. So window 8 meter above the ground. Then the distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall is 10. So all measurement we make it as meter children, not a centimeter because. So all make it as meter. So 10 meter, 16 meter, 6 meter and 12 meter. So this problem we have to draw and we have to solve by Pythagoras theorem concept. Let me draw suitable figure. See here. This is the height of the window, 8 meter. Window is at the height of 8 meter and AB is the ladder. So that is 10 meter length of the ladder, that is. Now what we have to find is distance of foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. This is the base of the wall and this is the foot of the tower. BC distance we have to find. So definitely it makes 90 degree angle between the height of the wall and the foot from the wall to the foot of the ladder. So use Pythagoras concept here. So AC is hypotenuse, hence AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Substitute values. So 10 square equals to 8 square plus BC square. 10 square means 100. 8 square means 64. BC square let it be as this. So later on this 8 square 64 will transfer this side. It has become minus 64. Now subtract this. 100 minus 64 is 36. Now root 36 value find, that is 6 meter. So correct option is C1. So this is the correct answer. So as I said, in this problem all centimeter you convert it into meter children. So everything should be in meter. Dear students, I hope you have understood all these very important problems, and few are very difficult problems also there. So practice all these multiple choice questions very well. I hope you have understood. Please subscribe for my channel and share the video as much as possible. Thank you, and in the next video we'll come up with another chapter.